Okay, well, haven't done a CB radio video for so long. It feels like so long. It really does. But I'm back. Anyway, sort of. So, Royce 642 12345 12. Oh, it'd be good if I got onto lower sideband, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2. Oh, good power output. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay. Great radios, one of my favourites. I've only got about, I think, after this one, I think there's one more that's nowhere near as good looking as this one. This one's got a little mark just where, and this is very easy to replace these sections, thank goodness, it irons on. We've done a few of those. This was the 3 metre version, and a lot of people loved them for the fact that just, look, they are what they are. It's just a beautiful presented radio. Turn that down a bit, and I just wanted to hook this up. Look, I think this particular one may actually be going to a chap who's been extremely patient with my slight medical issues lately, and being sort of available, then not available, and then in hospital, then not in hospital, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, look, very nice condition in the fact that all the digits are working, which you might say, well, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is getting these replacement. Now, I actually do have replacements for these, but not everybody has the stock that I've got, sometimes, you know, people battle to do that. This one comes with the original Royce microphone, which is sort of nice as well. And as you can see, lots and lots of transmit power. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, it's good. I think it had a slide in it from memory. 1 2. Hang on. 1 2 1 2. Yeah. It did have a little slide in there. 1 2 3. Look, ACMA are not going to kill you for a slide these days. They will kill you for, you know, operating out of band, extra channels, blah 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 blah. I think the slide thing, you know, you might be able to slide past. There you go. Play on words. But overall, this was a really nice base station that did well at its time, actually. Let's just put some receive signal into it. Alright, obviously receiving. We're putting a bit of tone in there. Let's have a look. Wow. Not just receiving. That's 0.83. That's 0.264. Don't mind this display. It's stuffed. I've only just got it to come good a little bit at the moment. Long story, that one. At 0.263, so that's minus 118 dBm. Yeah, these things, this was it. They were super hot receivers. I reckon I can get that down further. Let me just bring that down. Look at that. These are real receivers. Minus 125 dBm. So 0.12 of a microvolt. Yeah, amazing. They were terrific receivers. So it doesn't surprise me that, you know, basically I haven't had to align it, do anything with it. It's just and look, this one did come from the Edicon collection, so full credit to David over there. A lot of his were already, you know, restored and done, etc. And geez, that receiver, I didn't have the RF gain completely up too. Could be even better than those stats I just gave you. Now, you had a feature here which was quite nice. You could go to clock, if I set the clock, etc. You could do alarms on it. You could wake up to channel 35 if you so desired, and you could just set, you know, sort of alarms and set sleep patterns and or sleep things, alarm, etc. You could dim it for nighttime use, I suppose, if it was next to your bed, you know. And don't laugh at that. Many people did used to have them next to their bed. Back in the day, CB was the rage. So yeah, but look, nice feature, that one, where, you know, if you're just listening to channel 35 and you want to have the clock running, have the clock running. Why not? You know, sort of. It is a nice setup for sure. Okay, so I just got bought a lovely cup of tea in my extreme mess here. It's like try and find space on the bench. I haven't been out in this workshop much for the last probably 4 weeks. It's been, at least, with surgeries and everything else going on, and the last week and a half, getting closer to 2 weeks, I suppose. Week and a half. Just been healing with wounds and things, and getting there, but anyway. But overall, the 642, if you're looking, I mean, you can buy the 641, you can buy, and there's a model with just, single meter that looks very much the same, single meter minus the clock. There's various Royces which were all part of the lineups of available radios, and we've probably got one of every one of them here, to be honest, and they all are going to be going, but sing out if you're missing any of the series, because we're able to help you out there. Also had some beautiful GE super bass come in, like Mint, Midland 999, like Mint, GE A models, GE B models. Now the boxed ones of those they have sold, and full disclosure, they were pre-sold prior to the arrival. But I've got some beautiful GE A model, GE B model, not a mark on them. I've got, and fully reconditioned. I've got, what else? Some GC models. I think there's one in the box even, from memory. So look, there's a fair bit coming up that you'll see. And I know a number of you have been really patient with me lately, just waiting for me to, get well, and 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, so I better check it works on AM as well. 1 2 1 2. Certainly works on AM. Yeah, appreciate your patience with everything that's been going on. It's been an interesting journey, but I have managed, as ill as I've been, I've managed to pick up another couple of cars since we last put a video out, I think. So we'll give you some video stuff on that soon. The one in particular I'm shipping at the moment is a beautiful 911 997 turbo. So it's a 3.8 litre turbo, not the 3.6 I used to have. Always wanted to upgrade to one of those. So it's in my best interest to get a bit healthier and get moving, so I can actually get back and play with a few cars as well as a few radios. And we'll try and get a few more videos up of different radios and different things we're doing. I've actually got to test an amplifier for a chap, a mate of mine, that I might even do that on this particular radio, just to give it a quick test. I'll do it in another video if I do. I'll see how I go. I just don't want to do a video on just everything, but sometimes it is good, because like the chap that gets to decide on this, at least he gets to see it working, gets to see that it's pretty much doing everything that it should do on a frequency, blah blah blah. Lots of power output. Gets to see features that which things that I like about the turn down a bit, that I like about the 642. Sorry, I'm having a mental breakdown thing there. Is you can basically set your calibration here, and bang, it's already showing you SWR there on that side there, and you've got transmit power there. Really little features that's why the 3 meters, it didn't mean you had to have a calibrate switch. You could just go like this, and then it became another meter that actually looks quite active when you're transmitting as well. 1 2 3 4 5, etc etc. So yeah, 642 was definitely a nice radio. They really did a good job. Internally, one of the better circuits you're ever going to find in the Royce. Royce were a bit standout. They did do things a little differently, but they used real filters. They used some stuff in there that you couldn't afford to use these days, seriously. And that's why this wasn't a cheap bass back in the day. This is I know I was carrying on about SBE console 6s and some of the CPI gear, but the Royce 642 was built to the same type of standard that the CPIs were, that the ARFs were, certainly the SBEs were, and beautiful radios. Anyway, I'll shoot this video over to a mate of mine that's been so patient with me. I do appreciate, who you are. Thank you for being so patient. If it goes to you, that's great. If not, it'll go up on the for sale section, and they don't sell for as huge a money as what people think. They're they're not sort of $200 or anything. By the same token, what we were selling them for a couple of years ago, we've sort of dropped a lot of those prices, mainly to get things moving off the shelf, but also I think the market has changed a little, if I was to be 100% honest. So you've got to be realistic when you're selling stuff, of course. Anyway, this will find a new home somewhere, so looking forward to seeing where that actually goes. Got a fair idea. I think I know where it's going, but I've been wrong before. 73s from VK3 Charlie Mike, Tangambalanga, Northeast Victoria. Expect a Porsche Turbo video very soon. I cannot wait till this 997 3.8 litre turbo, twin turbo turns up. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be a bit of fun. Not mounting any CB radios or anything in that one. Alright guys, cheers, all the best.